Hey YouTube, it's Oliver. So today is my 14-day post-op. Sorry I disappeared for like, I don't know, 2 weeks since surgery and haven't made a video since. I tried to make a video when I was like, still in my first week post-op and I just couldn't do it. So I've mostly been sleeping. But I just wanted to do like a life update, post-op update, and go over some stuff from the surgery. Oh, my cat wants to say hi. I don't know if you can hear her meowing, but she's cute. She wants attention. So 2 weeks being post-op is kind of awesome. It's really great to be able to like wear a shirt like without anything underneath it. I mean, obviously, I still got bandages. I posted some photos to my Tumblr today of like when I was like 7 days post-op, but really not much has changed. My nipples still look the same. They still look scary, but I've got tape over my incisions. So anyway, so being post-op is really interesting, and there's some things that they definitely don't tell you going into it. So I'm going to go over stuff like that today. So one of the first things when you go into the office, there's a bunch of paperwork. I think I already said that. But after that, they talk to you about, like after you've had your pre-op meeting with Dr. Garramone, they talk to you about having, like taking supplements. So they offer you some supplements, which have actually helped me a lot, and I would definitely recommend getting them. It's about $100 day of, like day that you see him pre-op, but they're really great. I mean, of course, you can get these other places. I don't know if they're cheaper or not, but I just bought them there. So I bought, it's called bromelain with quercetin, and also arnica. So both of these are anti-inflammatory. Arnica is anti-bruising. They're both like 3 times a day. I actually finished these supplements like 2 days ago, which is awesome. I've still got a ton more arnica, but yeah, I'm just going to take it until I'm not bruised anymore. But the reason I say it helps so much is that when he took off my binding, they wrap you in an ace bandage, that lovely ace bandage. When he took that off, I had hardly any bruising, and I still don't have any bruising. I have maybe 2 spots the size of a nickel that's actually bruised, and everything else is mostly like my skin tone, which is really fantastic because I've definitely seen some guys who have a lot more bruising, and I was really lucky and I didn't have that much. So the other thing that they don't really tell you, I happen to know from other guys' videos, is that you have to shave your armpits. So that's definitely a thing. You have to shave it. I was really sad, but I got over it, obviously, because I was, going to have surgery and everything, so... and then everybody everybody there was really wonderful. All the staff was really funny. They joked a lot. I was the last to go that day, so they joked with me a lot more. And I was really lucky to have my parents go down with me and everything. It was a really good experience overall. Really scary, but definitely worth it. The week after was really kind of rough, and I wasn't exactly expecting that. I mean, I was expecting it because it's surgery, obviously, but I wasn't necessarily expecting how uncomfortable it was going to be to sleep, because they wrap you up in that ace bandage, and I actually posted a picture of it. You can see it on my Tumblr. And if you're squeamish about blood, I'm sorry. You can see the drains and stuff. It's really not that bad, though. But anyway, they wrap you up in this huge ace bandage that's really thick, and it just is so constricting and so uncomfortable and very painful. And honestly, it's more painful than your chest. So, like, for me it was anyway. So it rubs in really funky places, and it just is so constricting. And, my rib cage is kind of smaller, and, I mean, I don't know whose rib cage would be comfortable in that, but, it serves its purpose. It keeps all the bacteria out. It keeps you healing the way you're supposed to. I mean, there's a reason why he's got such few, he's got a very small rate of complications. So, I mean, it obviously works. It obviously does its job, but it's really uncomfortable. So prepare yourself for that. The first day I was like, oh, this is no big deal. My binder's way tighter. Like, this is going to be fine. No, you end up swelling a little bit. It just gets really uncomfortable really fast, and it's really difficult to sleep. That was the biggest thing for me. It was tough to sleep. It's still tough to sleep. I'm a side sleeper, which is not necessarily, I don't think as bad maybe as a belly sleeper, but it's still pretty uncomfortable for me not to be sleeping on my side. So I haven't had the urge to roll over on my side, but it's still really uncomfortable for sure. So that's the biggest thing, is I wake up in the middle of the night, take some Tylenol or a pain pill, and go back to bed every 4 hours. And lately it's been a little bit rougher, actually. So that's also something to expect. There's definitely soreness since I got my drains out. I'm about a week with my drains. Well, yeah, I'm almost a week. I'll be a week on Wednesday with my drains out. So that's a thing. So that's exciting. It's going pretty well. He puts tape over your incisions, which is supposed to fall off, but mine hasn't exactly been falling off yet. So like little bits and pieces are kind of like pulling away, but I kind of have to help them. So that's kind of what I'm up to. Something about post surgery that I thought was really interesting is that they tell you to wear like button downs and stuff like that, and bring button downs. And for me, what I found was actually the easiest is getting like getting extra large T-shirts. I'm in one right now actually. Getting extra large T-shirts or 2XL or whatever the next size up from you is, and it was actually easier for me to like if you like have somebody help you, like my mom was helping me. Like slip it over your arms, like kind of like pull it up together, and then pull it up, get it like bunched up under your armpits, and then slip your head over. Like it's so much easier than like the buttons, and the buttons were uncomfortable for me. So it was really nice to have like just a long, like a nice soft T-shirt, and all you have to do is lift it up to do your drains. I didn't have any complications so far, fingers crossed, but everything looks really good. My drains drained really well, like barely anything in them pretty much the whole time, which was great. Yeah, nothing really major happened. Everything went really, really well, and it's still going really well. I'm off the pain medication. I was on it for a while. I'm only really taking it at night because my back gets so uncomfortable, and my chest it hurts more at night than it does during the day. But everything is going so well. And it feels so nice to look in the mirror and like see how flat it is, you know. I had a lot of concerns I had a lot of concerns about how it was going to look and like about my nipple placement, and I'm a worrier in general, so I was just concerned. I mean, it's a big step, and I just wanted to make sure it was going to, be everything that I wanted it to be and more, because I feel like more often than not, there's so much energy and emotion invested in this process, of dealing with the dysphoria and dealing with misgendering and dealing with just your own comfort level in your body. And I just really didn't want to be disappointed. And I really wanted this to be, I really wanted to feel just more comfortable in my own skin, and I had bound for like a year and a couple months. I think a year and 2 months was what it was. And, I felt like this was the right step for me, but I just didn't want to be disappointed. And I think that was my biggest fear. And it really ended up turning out really great, actually. And I'm really happy with the results. I think that Dr. Garramone did an outstanding job. He's a really great guy, and he's just so down to earth and so excellent at what he does. It was actually kind of cool. I asked him what his favorite surgery was to do, because I know that his practice does a lot of surgeries, and he definitely said to me very frankly, no, I really love doing this one, and I asked him why, and I asked him what his perspective was on it. He's like, well, I get to help all people from all over the world. I get to meet so many different types of people, and for him, he said it was the most challenging, because he really feels like he gets to create something new, and that's really challenging and stimulating and exciting for him every time he does the surgery. And if it was up to him, he'd do so many more of them. So I thought that was really cool. He made me feel really at ease before he did, before we had surgery, and it was just a really great experience. It really, coming out of anesthesia wasn't that bad either. Disorienting, yes, because I had never done it before, but it was great. And I don't know, like the pain's really not that bad. It's definitely really manageable. It's just sore, mostly sore, very tender. My cat keeps wanting to knead my chest, so I have to like back her off. I have to push her away from me sometimes, so that's always a thing. But for the most part, it's going really, really well. Everything looks really good. I'll probably update again when my tape falls off of my incisions, and I'll post some more pictures, or I'll show you guys my chest. But nipple care is definitely intensive. I have a deep fear that one of my nipples will fall off. It won't. It's not going to. I'm not going to do anything to damage it or jeopardize that, but it's a fear now. You never realize how attached you are to nipples until you realize that they are potentially in danger. But they look really great. Nipple placement's great. So feel free to check out the photos that are on my blog. I think there's only 2, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, I'm really lucky, and I'm just really blessed that I got to go through this process with my family and that they were there. And I'm just really lucky that I had this opportunity, and I'm so happy, and it's so nice, and I feel so much more comfortable. And I'm getting more and more comfortable in my own skin every day. Obviously it's still a little jarring to realize that I've had surgery and that, things are sore, and, there are still stitches in places, and, it is very concerning, and a little bit traumatic to see your body go through this, but it's also amazing to see the healing process. And, overall, I'm just really excited and really lucky, and I'll keep making videos and update from here on out. So. Sorry I disappeared for a while, but I'll hopefully make more videos soon. I have an appointment with my endocrinologist, not this coming week, but yeah, actually next week, the 22nd. So I'll update then too about my testosterone. I think she's gonna up my dose. So yeah, I'll make an update about that. And for now, I hope you guys have a great or have had a great 2 weeks and have another great week. So I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.